Eva, it's Heather Gornick. Obviously you know me, but for perhaps others celebrating with you who don't, I'm Heather Gornick at University Hospitals in Cleveland, a proud member of the FMD Registry Steering Committee, and I'm just so happy to say hello to you and wish you all the best on your retirement. I've loved getting to know you over the past, 15 years or so. You're an inspiration. I thank you for everything you've done with your leadership, with your skill, both political and scientific, with your encouragement of our registry, with your great ideas. You will be greatly missed. You have had a huge impact on the field of FMD through your leadership of the U.S. FMD Registry. I want to share one funny story. I'm always attributing this to you, but I came and gave a grand rounds at the University of Michigan. It's probably been 12 years ago or so, and it was during football season, and you innocently, or so I thought, presented me with bags of goodies with the University of Michigan logo and said they were things to take back to my office. And I proceeded to walk, at the time, the Cleveland Clinic Skyway with bags of University of Michigan logo paraphernalia. And boy, did I get roasted. I got OHIOs, I got some booze, and you guys got me. But Eva, I wish you all the best. I hope you stay in touch. I know we are going to get that last paper done, and just enjoy your retirement. Bye.
Hi, Eva. It's Alan Braverman at Washington University, and I want to congratulate you on your retirement, and I wish you and your family the very best. You have been a wonderful partner and colleague, and I've enjoyed working with you in the IRAD and in the GenTech Alliance. In IRAD, you were so instrumental in our working group on exercise in those with aortic dissection and improving the quality of life. In the GenTech Alliance, you've been a wonderful partner and co-director of the Patient's Family and the Clinicians Working Group. You were instrumental in getting together the students to help with the website creation, and I love the weekend we had together in Ann Arbor where we worked on that. I'm going to miss our partnership. You're a tremendous leader. You have incredible organizational skills and wonderful insight. You're a forward thinker, and you're a great friend. So on behalf of our site at Washington University, I personally wish you the happiest retirement ever. Thank you, Eva, for a great time together on the IRAD and GenTech Alliance. My best.
Ciao Eva, buongiorno. I would like to say grazie for having given me the opportunity to share times and places of a wonderful professional journey. More than that, it has been and it is a privilege to be your friend, and as you know, friendship never ends. Eva, my friend, remember, my house is and will be always your house. Arrivederci.
Hi Eva, greetings from Sydney. I can't tell you how great it is to be involved in the celebration of your stellar career. It's staggering to me to think that it's more than 30 years since we met. I actually found a photo after rifling through some albums of a dinner, must have been 1988 or 89, that we were both at in my first year in Ann Arbor. And I can say, having had lunch with you recently, that you haven't aged one bit. I would like to thank you and Bruce really sincerely for helping us settle in all those years ago, and in particular for understanding that winters in Michigan are to be cherished and anticipated and eagerly awaited and enjoyed by getting out into the great outdoors. Bruce was a great role model in that sense. I'd like to congratulate you for what has been really a legendary academic career, to congratulate you for your mentoring skills, particularly evident when you came to Perth to the Cardiac Society meeting and met with my research nurses and spent some time with them. And I'd like to congratulate you also on the fine work you've done in keeping your colleagues under control. I'm sure that Kim and Eric and Jim Frolick and perhaps even Mel Rubenfire would have been completely lost without you. I'd like to wish you and Bruce all the very, very best for your next stage. Cheers to a wonderful retirement, peaceful and productive time, no doubt. I do hope it brings you here to Sydney and or elsewhere in Australia where you have a lot of other good friends and colleagues. We'd love to show you around our country. So cheers, congratulations on a stellar career, and all the very best to you, to Bruce, and to the boys. Congratulations.
Hello, Eva. Welcome to retirement. I'm sorry I'm not there to celebrate this event with you, but I did want you to know that I have felt very privileged to have had that opportunity to work with you for many years, starting back in 1988. I'm also very proud of the many contributions you've made to the betterment of healthcare delivery, and also your ability to enable many medical professionals to make significant, evidence-based contributions to the advancement of healthcare. You did this all the while maintaining that infectious smile and positive attitude. You're one beautiful lady inside and out, and I look forward to many more years of friendship, making memories, and lots of good laughs. Hello.
It's my honor and pleasure to join all of you who are participating in the symposium celebrating Eva's career. She's been a friend and colleague for about 30 years. Our first contact was at a time that you would remember. Prior to MCOR in the 1990s, Eva and several other outstanding nurse clinicians were organizing an annual tutorial for inpatient-outpatient cardiology nursing staff. Faculty were asked to present an update in their area of interest. The expertise was very high. The auditoriums were always packed. Nursing skills and decision-making were aligned with their physician colleagues. I could never understand why this was abandoned and neither could Eva. She joined me in the cardiology clinic as a nurse practitioner, which continued until just a few years ago. My patients could have been more pleased that we were in the clinic together. Eva taught Mel as much as Mel taught Eva. Over those many years, we became closer personal friends. No one is more caring, sensitive, and humble. The MCOR office was a wonderful work environment. There was continuous hot coffee and a level of equality and respect for all, and a pretty good sense of humor. I called Eva a few days ago to congratulate her on the celebration and let her know I was in Florida and unable to attend. I began by saying, I suspect you and Bruce are at a ski lodge. No, she said, they were just driving up. All of you know that Eva gave MCOR incredible leadership and energy. Her efforts on the team she led has had a major impact on the quality of outpatient care and the careers of so many faculty, fellows, residents, and students at the university, as well as many from around the United States and other countries. I'm one of the very lucky to have the opportunity to participate and learn from Eva and an entire team. We had summer students in a statistician and preventive cardiology over the years, but gradually lost funding. With the approval, of course, of the executive physician group, Eva invited our team and students to join MCOR and share statisticians for our cardiac rehab and MedFit studies. Congratulations again, Eva. I wish you and your family joy and good health in the next phase of your life. I predict it will be very meaningful, hopefully less intense, but just as productive.
I'm Dr. Jeffrey Olin, a professor of medicine at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai and director of vascular medicine in the Vascular Diagnostic Laboratory at the Zena and Michael A. Weiner Cardiovascular Institute at Mount Sinai Hospital. I've been fortunate to have had the pleasure of working with Eva Kline-Rogers for the last 14 years or so. One thing I have learned, every single person who has worked with her has loved her, and I am no exception to that rule. We have had several cardiology fellows who were medical students at the University of Michigan, and they all tell me how fortunate and lucky I am to be working with Eva on a regular basis. Over the last 14 years, we've had only one conflict, and that was over March Madness. I, a graduate of the University of Louisville, was a staunch Louisville fan, while Eva, a staunch Michigan fan. Unfortunately, this year, neither of us are going to have a conflict over who is going to win the NCAA tournament. Not only is Eva incredibly smart, a great manager of people, after all, look what she's done with Jim Fralick for all these years, but she's always sweet and encouraging and helps make people the best version of themselves. She's been an incredible mentor to so many people. Eva, I'm going to miss you more than you can imagine. I know for a fact that the FMD registry would not be anywhere where it is today without your management skills, ability to get people to work together in a friendly and fun environment, and ability to work with Pam Mace, the leader of the Fibromuscular Dysplasia Society of America. Thank you, Eva. You've enriched my life and the lives of so many others.
Eva, yes, I crashed skiing. I'm sure that won't surprise you too much. But I'm really sorry not to be there this evening with you. I first met Eva around 1990 working on the TAMI trials and the Gusto trial with Eric Topol and Rob Califf. And I found out right away that Eva was smart, passionate, and a lot of fun. And like many of you, then Eva quickly became a friend and has been a close friend ever since. And life has always been better with Eva around. We did a lot of things together. We traveled together. We spent time with our families together. I remember one evening with the Grace Registry Group with world leaders in cardiology like Kim Eagle, Keith Fox, Gabrielle Stagg. And we were having cocktails, and Eva, in one of her more mischievous moods, took me to the edge of the pool and pushed me in. Luckily, I was able to grab her and pull her in as well. And before we knew it, people were pushing each other into the pool, so about half the group was swimming around fully clothed. Only Eva could do that. My goal in life has increasingly been to do things that are important, and that usually means helping other people in some way and doing it with people who I enjoy being with. And no one fits that bill better than Eva. She has made amazing contributions throughout her career and has given us so much joy at the same time. So Eva, congratulations, and I miss not being there with you, and I love you.
Ciao Eva. So, very happy to be here to say hi to you and all of you. When people asked me to say a couple of words for your roasting, of course, I couldn't say no. So let's start from my visit in Ann Arbor, my sabbatical in 2006. I came with a lot of good things to do. I was very happy meeting people, Bruce, and several others you will see later on. But during that time also was a bit strange because I was also interested. I was also involved in following good things, and you really celebrated with me a good time that I did. Probably at that time we didn't know very well, so if I see your face in these slides, it looks like not very friendly. Maybe you were thinking why I was in Michigan, probably not for science but for other things. But memories were good, and if I see you in these slides, you were laughing, so at the end of the day also you had a good time for us, with me and with other people. I can forget this game of volleyball and soccer ball with several guys, including your kids. They really played well, but be honestly, I was better than them, much better, and you know this. But I have to say that you were very good. I see you in this position of here doing, I don't know what you were waiting for, but you were expecting the ball came to me and not to you, and you know why, probably because my expertise also in this. Of course, fantastic other people were in that time in Michigan, Elise and several others, people that I have to say thanks so much, with whom you spent really a long part of the life. But the reason why I was in Ann Arbor and had the chance of meeting you was because of the IRAD, of course, this fantastic opportunity that really changed my life, and of course these two persons, you and Kim and Professor Eagle, really have been so important during that time. But during the time we also planned interesting and fun things that came later. How we can forget the memorable time that we have in Rome in 2016. I remember that I had a small budget for supporting the event. I spent everything only for fun things, of course, in line probably with my personality. We tried to give the best welcome to everybody using these things that I cannot translate out of kind of cartoon. And people had a good time. They really enjoyed the time. They were talking, they were laughing, they were discussing in a serious way, maybe less serious way. Again, in a serious way, if I see your face following the discussion of the chief, while I see your face where you were following my talk, probably less serious than the chief. And of course, you also did a so nice presentation about the studies, about this, about that. But we did more at the time, and you remember very well. I don't know how it was possible, but we had this idea to create a kind of theater at the time. And you were the only person with the mask of herself, while other people were mimic other. I remember Fuka mimic Dan, me mimic the face. And there was another, and there was Elise, and but that was not Elise, although the person tried to mimic Elise in the best possible way. But it was a really super. We prepared this very nicely. We studied, we wrote down the scenes. I still have the scenes. I couldn't find for a while, but yesterday I found again these written things about the scenes as well. I did not remember that we had also an IRA doggerel that probably I did. I'm not sure of this. What fun time at that night. Here are some discussion that you and me, means Eva and Dr. Eagle, were doing during the piece, and at the time I mimic also that I was not able to hear very, very nicely. These were the guys, you in particular, and the two of the guys, Fuka and Arnaud, who were with us, and here is clear that Fuka really did his best, and it was fantastic having this time. So this guy then followed me, probably populated in a nice way also Ann Arbor. This is one of my favorite photos with some of them during those years. There is another thing that was very nice that night. It was when we went out for drinking afterwards, and there is also this video that I want to show you again, you all. Dr. Eagle, are you there now? I'm sure that you wanna hear one more time. I don't know how it was possible, but we found a megaphone that night that we bought, and we hanging around in Rome in the middle of the night looking for Dr. Rico that we really didn't know where he was at that time. So just for your memory again. Dr. Rico, so megaphone become important, become part of the program, and we use it several other times. Here we are in Utrecht for a PhD defense of Fuca, and you see Professor Moll was using again the megaphone, and I'm not sure if Dr. Rigol at that time was happy to hear this. Probably he was trying to discourage France to use more. But megaphone is back. Is a bit out of order today, but is under revision, and he will be back soon in Ann Arbor and all over the world. So that's my message with it. Eva, I don't have other words to say than say thank you for all fantastic time at large that we have. Ti bacio and hope to see you soon. Ciao Eva!
I'm really thrilled to have a chance to weigh in on Eva Kline-Rogers' retirement. Retirement's hard to believe. We started working together in 1985, and 40 years later, hard to believe because during those 5 or 6 years we had a chance to work together, it doesn't seem like very long ago. It was exciting, it was fun. Eva's the best research nurse I've ever had a chance to work with over all these years. Her spirit, her ability to inspire everyone, and the work that she did always was extraordinary. And trying to go all these years at other institutions, never having been able to find anyone like Eva could be at her level of being able to get things done, but also making it fun, making it great for everyone. So I wish I could be there in Ann Arbor, one of my favorite spots in the country, to celebrate and help celebrate, but I'm sure you all will be able to get the word across that we're talking about one really incredible person, a real force that we've all had the joy to have a chance to work with and be with over an extended period of time. Thank you. Thank you, Eve.
Hi, Mom. Hi, everyone there. Sorry I can't be with you guys to celebrate in person today on this party, but just wanted to send along a quick video and say some things. Mom, just wanted to say congrats. I love you. This has been a hard kind of decision to finally come to, but I think it's what you're ready for and it's what you want. But it's hard to put aside what you've done over the past 30 plus years, and just the tremendous achievements and things that you've done. All the while, what I just wanted to point out is that, it's one thing to have an incredibly impactful career full of so many different achievements, accomplishments, experiences, relationships, friendships. It's one thing to just do that, but it's another thing to do it all the while being a truly incredible and present mother in the lives of your 2 kids. So I think it's one of the coolest parts of growing up is learning as you get older what your parents do and did for you without you realizing, and it's pretty tremendous how much you did for me and Rob and just for all the 4 of us, all the while working overnight, going to school during the day, changing diapers in between, all those things. It just blows me away. So I love you. I'm grateful for you, for everything that you've done for me, for Rob, for all of us, and for hundreds of other people out there, for all the students you've impacted and taught and inspired. I think your impact goes miles and miles farther than you can see with your eyes. and we're all lucky for having been a part of your life. Anyway, congrats. I love you. I hope you have a fun day today, and I hope you get to do lots of lumberjacking with Bella in the coming months of warmer weather.
Hey Mom, sorry I couldn't be there in person. I'm here in the UK wearing my winter jacket inside because they have set the temperatures to the WHO recommended indoor temperature, which is like 50 degrees. So you health professionals need to got some work to do on those recommendations. But I wanted to share a few words. As I'm sure you know, your career has been a huge source of inspiration for both me and Ryan. We followed in your footsteps by studying at Michigan. We worked in either medicine or research in some capacity. And in many other ways, your tenacious work ethic and your intellectual curiosity have been a guiding star for us as we pursued our own paths. There's another way that you and your career influenced us that we don't always talk about. And that's that we had the privilege to grow up in a dual-income household where you, our mother, were the primary breadwinner, as well as a strong working professional who commanded respect from her colleagues. What this did in both of us was to make it second nature to see women in leadership roles and to take their professional and intellectual contributions every bit as seriously as those of men. This has helped in a moral sense, but it's also helped us professionally, helping us navigate the 21st century working world with a greater sense of understanding and empathy. It's a beautiful gift for any mother to give her sons. Transitions like these are a great opportunity to step back and reflect on the big picture of our careers, of our lives, and of our families. Our family story is an interesting one. Grandpa was born in a house with a dirt floor and was a dairy farmer his entire life. You got a full ride scholarship to Michigan, became a successful nurse, manager, and published researcher. And now your sons are a doctor and an Oxford student. Truly an American dream type of story, and while I'd like to think that Ryan and I aren't totally useless, this story doesn't happen in a million years without you and all of your hard work. So cheers to your career, to your life, and to all of the adventures that await you in retirement. I can't wait to celebrate in person soon.
Eva, I've been blessed to watch your career from a uniquely close perspective. So in honor of your love for haikus, here's one that I wrote for you. This is not the end, it's just the beginning of a new adventure.